Draw a pie chart to show the information in this table. Ways of travelling to school. So 17 people who were surveyed walk to school, 19 people who were surveyed cycle to school, 43 people who were surveyed get the bus to school, and 11 people who were surveyed get a car to school. So these are the frequencies. What we need to do is create the angles and then draw them into our pie chart. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add up the frequencies. 17 plus 19 plus 43 plus 11 is 90. So the total number of frequencies is 90. Now, in our pie chart we have a circle, and a full circle adds up to 360 degrees. So what we're going to do is do 360 degrees divided by 90, because that was the total number of frequencies, and that's going to give us 4. And then what we're going to do is multiply each of the frequencies by 4 to get the angle. So we're going to say 17 by 4, 19 by 4, 43 by 4, and 11 by 4. We're going to get our angles, and then we're going to draw them into our pie chart. So 17 multiplied by 4 is going to give us 68. So our angle for walk is going to be 68 degrees. So what we do is we place our protractor down, and we line the base line up with this line that we've drawn in here, this black line, and we measure 68 degrees, and we're going to put a little dot, take a protractor away and join up the center of the circle with the dot, and then we label this as walk. So our walk sector of our pie chart is 68 degrees, because we said 17 multiplied by 4 is 68. Then we're going to multiply all the other frequencies by 4. 19 by 4 is 76. So cycle is going to be 76 degrees. Again, this time we line our protractor up with this line here, or the base of our protractor up with this line. We measure the angle, 76. We put a dot outside the circle, take our protractor away, join up the dot with the center of the circle. So cycle is 76 degrees. Then 43 times 4 is 172, so bus is going to be 172 degrees. And 11 by 4 is 44, so car is going to be 44 degrees. And now we have our complete pie chart. Some pupils were asked what flavour of crisp was their favourite. The results are shown in this table. So 13 people like plain crisps, 20 people like roast beef, 10 people like chicken, and 17 people like cheese and onion. Draw a pie chart to show the results. So again, we start off by adding up the frequencies. 13 plus 20 plus 10 plus 17 gives us 60. So the total frequency is 60. And again, we're going to divide 360 degrees by 60, because there's 360 degrees in a full circle, and we get 6. So we're going to multiply each of the frequencies by 6 to find the angle. 13 by 6 is 78 degrees, so we're going to draw on 78 degrees for plain. 20 by 6 is 120 degrees, we're going to draw on 120 degrees for roast beef. 10 by 6 is 60, so we're going to draw on 60 degrees for chicken. And 17 by 6 is 102, so we're going to draw on 102 degrees for cheese and onion. And now we have our completed pie chart. Sarah carries out a survey of 90 Year 11 students. She asks them their favourite snack bar. She draws the pie chart accurately on the left. So here's Sarah's pie chart. We've got Mars bar, Kit Kat, Twix and Milky Way. Use the pie chart to complete the table. So we have Mars bar had a frequency of 20, but we do not know the angle. We have Kit Kat had a frequency of 45 and an angle of 180 degrees. Twix, we don't know the frequency or the angle. Milky Way, we don't know the frequency or the angle, but we do know that the total frequencies add up to 90. And we also know that the total angles add up to 360 degrees, even though it's not drawn in. So the total number of students surveyed were 90. So the total frequency is 90. So we're going to say 360 divided by 90 is 4. So what we would have had to do to get the angles would be to multiply each of the frequencies by 4. So we're going to say 20 by 4 gives us 80. So the angle for Mars bar is going to be 80 degrees. 45 by 4 is 180, but we didn't have to do anything there for KitKat. But we know we have 180 degrees in here. We also know that because it's a straight line. Now, in order to figure out the frequency and the angle for Twix and Milky Way, we're going to have to actually measure the angles. So if we start off with Twix, we would place our protractor down. We can put our baseline along this straight line here and measure this angle. It's an acute angle, which means it's less than 90 degrees, and it should be 28 degrees. So we can write in 28 degrees in the angle section. And then to figure out what goes in the frequency, it's going to be 28 divided by 4, which will give us 7. So the frequency for Twix was 7. Likewise, we're going to measure the Milky Way angle. Again, it's an acute angle, which means it's less than 90 degrees, so it works out to be 72 degrees. So we can write 72 in here for the angle. And 72 divided by 4 is 18. So the frequency for Milky Way was 18. If we add up our angles, we should get 360 degrees.